Well, welcome back to the biggest crossover channel of all time, where I combine two different worlds into one big, massive channel. I combine the world of WWE to the world of country music. And for this week's video, I'm going to do a review on the Royal Rumble. I'm going to do the review of the Royal Rumble of 2003. And a little bit about me that you don't know. Back in 2003, I was 4 years old. That was like almost 20 to 23 years ago. I was 4 years old. And when I was 4 years old, and at the time when I was 4 years old, I was introduced to the WWE by my grandpa. My grandpa was a massive wrestling fan, and he introduced WWE to me in 2003. And now we can get started with this review. And I know it wasn't your traditional. I know this wasn't your traditional DVD. And a little bit about this, and a little bit about 2003. Back then, they never called these pay-per-views pure pay-per-view. They never called it that. It's not shocking. It's not shocking that back in 2003, they never called movies like this pay-per-views. They never did. They just called them, wrestling events, premium event. And we're just going to get into, we got the DVD extras, 9 bonus interviews, 7 promos, we got the 9 bonus interviews, 7 promos, we got the 9 bonus interviews, 7 promos, the Royal Rumble TV spot, 3 Undertaker return videos, the Royal Rumble moments, and bonus match from a recent episode of Raw in 2003. And now for the matches, we got Brock Lesnar versus the Big Show with Paul Heyman at ringside, and the winner advances to the Royal Rumble match. And we all know that Brock Lesnar won. Brock Lesnar went on to the Royal Rumble. Then we had the World Tag Team Championship. The World Tag Team Championships. Jan Storm and William Regal. Jan Storm and William Regal versus the Dudley Boys. And we got the first ever stepdaughter versus stepmother match between Tori Wilson and Dawn Marie. Not the best match at all. I watched this movie recently, and I watched this movie for the first time in over 23 years of not actually watching it. After 23 years, I watched the stepdaughter and stepmother match between Dawn Marie and Tori Wilson. Not the best match at all. It wasn't the best match on the card, but Tori Wilson went on to win over Dawn Marie. And then for the World Heavyweight Championship, Triple H with Ric Flair. Triple H versus Scott Steiner. For the WWE Championship match, Kurt Angle versus Chris Benoit. And we all know back then, Kurt Angle was the champion. Kurt Angle went on to win the title. And then we had the Royal Rumble match, featuring the stars featuring the stars of Rey Mysterio, Edge, Chavo Guerrero, Ty Cherry, Bill DeMott, B2, Matt Hardy, A. Guerrero, John Cena, Charlie Haas, Rikishi, Shelton Benjamin, A-Train, Brock Lesnar, and Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Jericho, Christopher Nowinski, Kristen, Tommy Tremo, RVD, Jeff Hardy, Roxy Tess, Kamal, Kane, Booker T, Maven Goldust, and Batista. And we all know who won the Rumble. Brock Lesnar went on to win the Rumble. And I'll show you the inside. Not your average casing, because back then they had no insults. And back then they had no insults. That's why it's blank right here. They never did insults for they didn't do an insult for this particular DVD. And we got the disc right here. Yeah, not your traditional DVD. And I think I'll give this DVD I give this DVD 4 out of 5.3% rating. And that is it for my review on the Royal Rumble of 2003. And if you have stayed into the end of this video, be sure to hit the subscribe button, you like this video, you ring the bell for all notifications for all things WWE and country music.